Well, hello and welcome to the Owatonna Today Show, your community connections since 1991. Thank you so much for joining us on this Friday, January 27, 2017. My name is Pete Connor. I'm your host for today. And I think we're going to have some nice program notes for you. We have a couple of on-site visits today. One will be a visit to Project Community Connect, which will be at Trinity Lutheran, followed by a pre-recorded segment with Brett Carlson and John Rod, who will tell us about the Eagles Cancer Auction. Now I'd like to highlight some of our valued sponsors who make this program available to you. We have premier sponsors, being the City of Owatonna, Express Employment Professionals, the Owatonna Public Utilities. Our primary sponsors are Amy Swain Hearing Center, Anytime Fitness, Fairway Foods, Little Theater of Owatonna, and the Owatonna Foundation. Followed by our interlude sponsors, Bremer Bank, Brenda Bednar Mortgage Office, Cedar Valley Services, Glenn Mager and Michael Mager of the Brick Mager Funeral Home and Medford Funeral Home, Carlson Branstad and Company, CPAs, ERA Gillespie Real Estate, Fairview Animal Medical Center, Horizon Eye Care, Owatonna Area Business Development Center, Steele County Historical Society, Steele County Transitional Housing, The Third Hand Video Productions, Tri-M Graphics, and TPS Insurance. And we hope that you'll support these wonderful Owatonna businesses and support the Owatonna Today Show. Please say thanks to them when you see them out and around. The Owatonna Today Show is able to continue because of their sponsorship. We're always looking for other sponsors, so if you know of anyone that might be interested, have them call Leanne at 507-390-5751. We'll take a quick break for some messages from our sponsors and be right back with our first segment from the Project Community Connect. Please stay with us.
Hi, I'm Dr. Beth Giltvet.
And I'm Dr. Nick Vincelli of Horizon Eye Care.
We want you to see what you love and love how you see. We're proud sponsors of the Owatonna Today Show.
I needed more than just another dead-end job. I wanted a career, so I expressed myself.
With the kids off to college, I decided it was time for me to go back to work and express myself.
Express got me in touch with some really great companies. Now I'm on my way to a great career.
Express Employment Professionals is in contact with thousands of companies in need of quality employees. Come in now and get the job you deserve.
Express yourself today.
Welcome back to the Owatonna Today Show, your community connection. We are on location at Trinity Lutheran Church, where they are holding something that the community holds each year called Project Community Connect. Project Community Connect is a series of agencies and organizations that get together once a year and provide services and help to those people in our community who are homeless or at risk of being homeless. Our host, Pete Connor, will introduce several of the people that have come here to Project Community Connect.
Hi, I'm here with Leanne at Project Community Connect at Trinity Lutheran, and with me is Edmund. Welcome, Edmund. Why are you here?
I'm here to volunteer to give back for the things that have been given to me.
Such as?
I had a health issue. I lost my home. Jolene from Hospitality House helped me get back on my feet. Mm-hmm. And I like to give back to the community for anything I can.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. So you were then a guest at Hospitality House for a time?
I was.
Okay. And what was it about being there that was important for you?
Besides the obvious of having a roof over my head, they gave me a lot of opportunities to find different avenues to go down and help me to better myself in many ways.
Sure. And since then, you're now living independently?
Yes.
Okay. And in terms of basically getting back onto your feet with respect to your health issues, what do you see in your future?
Well, hopefully, hopefully prosperity. I like that in many ways.
Sure.
And I'd like to work part-time again at least, and I'm kind of enjoying the volunteering.
Okay.
And helping the community, so I'd like to stay in that if at all possible.
You know, it sounds like there's, something that happened that we don't really think of. You know, you had misfortune occur, but it's brought you to a place where you're doing something different that could be really important, not only to you, but for other people as well.
Yeah, I hope that's the case. I mean, the community here is wonderful because they really are very giving in a lot of ways. And a lot of times you feel like that's not there for you.
Sure.
But Steele County is amazing when it comes to that.
I think this place, what's happening here at this very minute, is a good example of that, don't you think?
It's a great example.
Yeah.
To reach out for people that need the help.
Sure. And really, you know, there's a crowd of all kinds of people who are looking for all kinds of different things, and I guess it's an opportunity for you to find some things on that volunteer side that you didn't know about that might be in your future as well.
Yes, the volunteering is wonderful. It gives you a good feeling to know that you're helping. In a little way, not very much.
Well, sure.
Nothing like the church can do. But
you know, it's but little ways are. I was reminded of the story of the starfish. You know, the kid that throws the one starfish back. He says, "It wasn't. You know, maybe I can't do them all." He's like, "That one's going to be okay."
Right.
You know, and so maybe someone is going to get something from the exposition here today that will be that very thing, and that one might be you.
I hope it is.
Appreciate your willingness to be with us, Edmund, and all the best to you.
It was a pleasure.
Good.
Great to see you again.
Nice to see you again. Okay.
Thank you.
Well, hello, and we're back with Kelly, and this is Kelly with an E, I might say. Kelly, welcome to the show. You know, what we are interested in knowing is about you. You know, what brings you here to Project Community Connect?
Because I'm homeless and I wanted to see the different agencies and try to find somewhere to live, and the free things are a nice perk too. But
sure.
I really came here to talk to different agencies and find out what's out there for me.
Sure.
To find a place.
Sure. What, in terms of your history, what brought you to this status, this condition of homelessness?
What actually started years ago, I was in a place, I got sick, and when I got out of the hospital, my place was already rented and locked down, and I wasn't even told. So then I had my car and I moved away and lived in my car for quite a while. And so that's what brought me to it, was getting sick.
Getting sick, yeah. So, you know, and I guess it comes at us from different directions. So you've lived in your car, how else have you existed during these times?
I've lived on different people's couches and sometimes even sleeping in somebody's car, you know. A friend, I don't just jump in cars, but I sleep in different places. Yeah. I'm the couch hopper.
You're the couch hopper, yeah. You know, this is a place for networking. What sorts of assistance are you finding here at Project Community Connect that could be valuable for you?
They have the Bridges program through Transitional Housing in Section 8, and they have HRC is here, and HRC is really who I'm working with now. And I have a case manager, so hopefully.
All right, and at HRC, now is that for housing as well as for other issues that you're dealing with?
It's for housing. Other issues I deal with, I see a therapist out of Faribault. But,
you told us before that you've had some medical training.
Yes.
And how is that potentially going to help you as you go forward?
I hope. I've got a couple surgeries coming up, and when those are over and I'm healed, I get a home of my own that I'm going to go back into the medical field, and I've got some degrees I'm a medical assistant, and I have an associate's degree in office medical management. So I'd like to work with people with dementia and Alzheimer's. I used to do that for years, and I want to go back to it.
So that's a passion in your life. It's kind of a place where you've centered, and what have you done thus far to maybe find something in that that kind of work? Because we've got a lot of that around town.
Right. I did talk to somebody a couple weeks ago that's going to have some openings in a brand new place, but before that, honestly, I'm just trying to find a place and deal with everyday life.
Yeah. Well, if you were to be on a stage telling your story, what would you want people to know about you?
That I'm homeless, but I got to keep a positive attitude that it's going to get better. You know, and I hope that things go. I don't know. I mean, I guess I tell them that life is, you know, what you put into it, and the homelessness is really alone and sad, but. You know, I'm getting by. I got to keep a positive attitude.
Right, because you didn't, obviously, this is not one of your life's objectives to become homeless. So, and it happens, you have, as you say, you've got some education. And so it's a kind of a non-discriminatory condition, isn't it? And sometimes people think that it's, well, you know, how come she just can't do this or that? But
it's just not that easy. You know, you're just like finding a home. Here, you know, there's not enough apartments here.
Sure.
But so that's another thing. There needs to be more apartments in Owatonna.
Yeah. So, as an outlook, as an objective, how do you want to see yourself? When do you want to see yourself really kind of moving away from this status into something new?
I'm hoping and praying that it's within the next few months. 6 months, somewhere. But 3 months would be better.
Yeah. After you get taken to some of your other things that need to be taken care of. Well, it seems to me that your head is where it belongs. You know, and you put in a couple of more pieces of that puzzle together. I think you're going to find, and maybe someone who is hearing and seeing this may, want to know more about you as well. So it's a potential for the networking to maybe do some things for you as we. As you go forward with looking at a new life. So thanks for being with us. Yeah, it was all the best wishes to you.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hi, Brad here from Owatonna Senior Place. Our goal at Senior Place is to involve, enrich, and empower adults 50 years of age or better to live as independently as possible in our communities. We do this by promoting wellness through recreational, educational, and social opportunities, as well as being a referral source for services available within our area. Activities and programming at our center emphasize creating and maintaining independence in all phases of life. Come see what Senior Place has to offer. Live full, live well, and live long.
Amy Swain Hearing Centers is a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show. I'm Dr. Amy Swain, and I want everyone to hear better.
Hi, I'm Betsy Linger from the Owatonna Foundation. Your generosity has made Owatonna a better place to live by benefiting our community, the arts, recreation, and education. Please consider a donation today. The Owatonna Foundation is a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show.
At Triumph Graphics, we think beyond ink. That's why you should make us your source for creative concept, design, print, mail, and web. Check us out today at triumphgraphics.com.
Owatonna Public Utilities, real people, real reliable, real progress. Making life a little easier day after day, taking pride in our community, listening to what you say, a voice you can talk to. We're growing with you in mind in everything we do. Owatonna Public Utilities.
Welcome back to the Owatonna Today Show, your community connection. We are here at the Owatonna Eagles Club with Brett Carlson and Jonathan Rod, and we are here to talk about the upcoming Eagles Cancer Auction. Brett, we will start with you first. Tell us a bit about yourself, where you work, and how you became involved with the Eagles.
Well, my name is Brett Carlson. I'm a past worthy president down here at the club. I work at the Mayo Clinic in Rochester doing brain tumor cancer research. When I started out with the Eagles was the same time I started out at Mayo in June of '99. I was looking for something in the area to do to give back to my community, and the Eagles Club's motto is people helping people, so it kind of seemed like a good fit.
Definitely. All right, we'll move to your compatriot here. Hi, Jonathan. Welcome to the Owatonna Today Show.
Thanks for having us here today.
You bet. Tell us a bit about yourself.
My name is Jonathan Rod. I'm the Director of Sales and Marketing with Jaguar Communications in Owatonna. And I got involved with the Eagles organization about 8 years ago through some friends had us down here for an event, and we slowly became members and affiliated with the club. And we're here quite often with different events with our families, friends, and really enjoy the company.
Okay, all right. Pass the microphone back to Brett. Now that we've established who you are, Brett, tell us about this year's Eagles Cancer Auction.
This is our 55th annual cancer auction. It's a 2-day live auction. All the items that are donated come from our community friends, and whether they're individuals or businesses, local and even around the United States. So this year our auction will start on the 3rd at 6 p.m. and go till about 10:30, 11 o'clock. On Saturday, the 4th, we'll start at 4 p.m. and then continue on until all items have been auctioned off.
Okay. Give me the history behind the Eagles Cancer Auction.
Well, my understanding, I wasn't around at that point 55 years ago. I'm 10 years short. But it started off as a bunch of people wanting to get rid of some stuff in their basement and their closets, and they thought, well, let's have an event and see if we can raise some money for cancer research.
The old rummage sale
That's
kind of
pretty
thing.
much it.
Okay.
And since then, it's grown and grown and grown. It went from a few hours to a 1-day live auction, and then to a 2-day live auction that we have here this year.
Okay. And now you just donated to the Eagles Cancer Telethon recently, that's held where, in Rochester?
That's in Rochester. We're part of the 5th District here in Owatonna. And the money that we generate rolls into Rochester's Cancer Telethon. So this year's auction will be donated next year to the telethon.
Okay.
It was actually last weekend that we donated our check, and the check total from last year's events was $44,089.30.
That is amazing.
That's thanks to our family and friends down here at the club, and also to our generous partners in the community.
Absolutely. And actually, there really are very, very few families that have not been touched by cancer in some way, shape, or form. Whether you've had a family member who's had it or a friend, it's out there, and it touches us all in some way.
Yeah, we are making progress. Initially, cancer was pretty much a death sentence, anyone who had it. Now there are cancers that can be cured. Certain forms of leukemia, for example.
Okay.
So we're making progress, but there's still plenty of things out there that need to be cured.
Yes, absolutely. And it seems every day there's a new treatment that's coming out, a new drug that's been coming out that it has become more and more effective, I think, in the treatment of various types of cancer. So, all right. So, Jonathan, what is your part here then with the cancer auction?
I'm just a volunteer. I serve on the board. I've been on the board prior and have been a local trustee on the board, worked with the Owatonna Eagles.
Okay.
So I'm here to be a representative and a volunteer to do whatever I can.
Okay. So how do people participate then, besides coming and actually bidding? And by the way, this is a live auction for all of your items, correct?
Yeah, so there's we have just a great bunch of volunteers, and this doesn't happen just 2 weeks ago. This happens all year round. So we've used our history to be more successful every year. So When we really start going gangbusters is after the first of the year, and we go out and talk to all the local businesses and try to do events like this to promote the volunteerism of our club and the relationship with the business partners and the residents of Owatonna.
Mm-hmm.
So what we do is we go out and talk to our local business folks,
Mm-hmm.
ask them if they would like to donate gifts, and we bring those in and auction them off.
Okay. And we actually have some samples here of what you will see at this year's auction, and who wants to describe them? We'll start over here with this one great package that I believe is designed for babies.
Yeah, it looks like it is. I haven't had much of a chance to look over the stuff. We're kind of early in receiving things this year. So a couple of Dr. Seuss books, a picture frame, a hat, and there's, I believe, a couple of keepsakes there, one for the first curl and one for the first tooth.
Okay, right. That's really a very nice package. A little red hat there for the toddler, for the young one. And then down in front, we actually started on this piece right here, this picture. What can you tell us about this?
That one actually came in last night, and I haven't really looked at it too closely. So.
Okay, it's a bridge. I'm not quite sure where. Someone who is on the audience may know what that is. And then above here, for those of you that love to feed the birds, we have this really cool bird feeder. And there you go. So that one is quite nice. And then we'll move over to the choppers. And if you would purchase these, if you would bid on these and get them, you would still be able to get quite a lot of wear out of them yet this winter, particularly if we go back down into the deep freeze again. And then down here, the final item that we have to show, there's obviously much, much more. And what do we have here, Brett?
This is one of our partners from Waseca donated this, and it's just a plug-in Black & Decker hedge trimmers. Anyone can use one of those.
Okay, great. Now there is something very special about these funds too that you raise here because they stay pretty much locally, correct?
That's correct. Last year, the 5th District raised at the Cancer Telethon in Rochester, they raised over $1 million for the second year in a row.
Oh my.
All of that money stays in the state of Minnesota, and it's donated to 3 entities within the state, the University of Minnesota, the Hormel Institute in Austin, and the Mayo Clinic in Rochester.
Okay.
That money is given out in the form of grants to these individuals, so they do have to apply for it, and it is based on the quality of their work. It's bridge funding, and it's also for new investigators to get an opportunity to test new ideas that they may not otherwise get a chance to do.
Explain what bridge funding is. I'm not familiar with that
Well,
term.
bridge funding is what we call it is, it's when you have about, you're running short on money and you want to do an experiment, but you can't. That funding may allow an investigator to do an experiment and then get data that will be then used for a grant to NIH.
Okay. And you said by an investigator, actually the people that apply for the grants. Does that money stay here in Minnesota to the various research facilities that we have here?
Yes, we spend it at the Mayo Clinic, the University of Minnesota, and Hormel.
So the 3 entities that you talked about.
Correct.
Oh, that is really perfect. So people, you know that it's not going out of state, and you know that it is going directly to research and not for administration costs, et cetera, et cetera.
Correct. And then one other thing I'd like to note about our auction is the donations that come in are used in the live auction, and that money is given directly to the telethon in Rochester. We don't take any expenses out of it.
So you're doing this all out of your own pocket, the Eagles Club is?
We own the facility, so we don't charge ourselves rent.
Okay.
And then all the volunteers go out and do their work to collect the items and run them around. And the auctioneers have been very gracious, and they donate their talents and skills as well.
Okay. Jonathan, you, I assuming, are always looking for more donations. How can one donate an item then to the auction?
Always looking for donations, whether it's money, merchandise, baked goods, homemade types of
I forgot about
woodworking.
that part of it. Ooh.
They can either call the Eagles number or come down themselves in person, and someone will help them.
Okay. And then I would assume that you will always take cash donations to the auction as well.
We have a money line in the bar. If you donate $5 or more, you get your name on the money line. You get a half sheet. If you donate, I believe it's $50 or more, you get a full sheet on the money line.
Okay.
So that can be done anytime. We take donations even Friday when we're setting up, or Saturday if you can't make it Friday. We'll take them right up till that final gavel falls.
Okay, wonderful. So
we also recognize everyone that donates.
Oh, you do?
So that's very important.
Oh, that's wonderful too, no matter how large or small the
Correct.
donation may be. All right, great. Brett, one more time, date, time, place.
Friday and Saturday, February 3rd and 4th, starting at 6 o'clock on Friday and 4 o'clock on Saturday. It's down here at 141 East Rose Street at the Owatonna Eagles Club.
Okay, wonderful. Gentlemen, we wish you the best of luck again with this year's auction. Oh, and yes, you can get your own T-shirt. This is really cool. Brett, tell us about this.
Well, this is the new T-shirt for this year. They are taking it by pre-orders, and we order them in groups of 25 to 30. If you want a small, medium, or large, it's $15 a T-shirt. Extra larges are $17, and anything above extra large is $18.
Okay, great. And I love the slogan that you have on there. Gentlemen, thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you.
And audience members, please stay right there. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
Hi, my name is Dave Efforts with TPS Insurance. We're here to handle all your insurance needs. We are a very proud supporter of the Owatonna Today Show.
Welcome back to the Owatonna Today Show, your community connection. Thanks so much for staying with us. And now I'd like to read some community announcements for you. On the 28th of January, the 13th annual Chili Cook-Off will be held, benefiting the Andrew Lawrence Memorial Scholarship Fund. It will be at Ritchie Brothers Auctioneers from 4 until 8 p.m. The winter weekend out is about to be with us, and that will be on the 27th through the 29th of January. A multiple offering of activities, outside activities at Lake Colmeyer, at Kaplan's, at Morehouse. Look for those as good family activities for you to do. Also on the 28th, the Polar Plunge will take place at Colmeyer. That one, of course, is sponsored by local people for the Minnesota Special Olympics. Adult Valentine Windsor Chop Dinner at Little Missile Church on Saturday, February 11 at 5:30 p.m. Tickets are $20 and must be purchased by Wednesday, February 1st. No tickets available at the door. The Steele County Historical Society invites you to join us for Junior History Detectives and History Detectives interactive children's programming for pre-K and grades K through 6 on Thursday, February 2nd at 9 o'clock a.m. and 6:30 p.m. at the Steele County History Center. Programming will feature Buzz Kaplan's trips to Antarctica and Greenland. The program is free and open to all. The local Owatonna in Support of Alzheimer's group has a limited number of registration scholarships available for individuals wishing to attend the meeting of the Minds Dementia Conference 2017, Saturday, March 18th from 7:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. at River Center in St. Paul. And that will take care of it for our show today. But do please tune in next Monday when we will be at St. Mary's Catholic School and we will have the Kiwanis Club's Read Around the World program. Take care. I hope you have a great weekend and we'll look forward to seeing you back here on Monday.